has been stalking for more than a year now. He wants Jones.
The round can fight continues to go.
Prince Charles Williams doing exactly. So it seems as though both fighters are getting what they expected in the first round, but Williams likes it.
It would have been beneficial for Prince Charles to have Toney on him like that for a couple of rounds. With body punching, and you're just not going to have the energy to go with yourself.
Toney lands on. They wound up going.
George, and he's going to stack. He's just stacking with a good right hand.
And that's proficiency for accurate punching.
This is going to not have been allowed to just let this big guy lay on him throughout the fight. Of course, losing that weight may mean he'd have a little more strength than he ordinarily would. Landing good shots to the side of the body, which he should be, to invest a little of the...
him in that controversial decision 3 years ago.
The two fighters have shown a total of a dozen jabs in open space.
Well, he doesn't want to give him the confidence that, hey, you got me running. So if he was that confident, believe me, he wouldn't be pushing him across the room.
You expect three, very much like his two predecessors. Very little time. Toney lashing at Williams, as might say, how could they miss?
Doesn't have your legs or your wing.
An even greater premium on body punching in a fight like
Philadelphia. We'll always get into those kind of fights. He will whip out you more and whip out you more. Yeah, this is a spectacular job from Potair. This is when it's early on. Now he's starting to, so he's getting a little winded, and he's going to lose the rest of his wind. Unexpected that hurts you in boxing.
Guys scoring a fight. It's virtually impossible to see all the shots looking at his back.
Fight to score. At some points,
moving from one quarter to another. As each round goes,
it's not so much the butt, it's just the laying of the head continuously on you. Your head is not a...
Toney seeming to focus on the body much of the time. Executing the fight plan he told us he would use. Routing James' right hand that hurt James Toney momentarily there.
Believe me.
This football. Let's go again. Let's go again. Come on, baby. Come on.
He's going to have to fight himself out of it. He's going to have to fight hard. He's not, as Toney is doing now, and a guy straightens you up from that leaning position.
He's also been busy in this round. Through the first 5 rounds, Williams through. Toney needs to win this fight to make a reality of a November 9th.
Look out there. You have the 3 guys. Come on.
Behind that left jab.
Is swollen almost shut for James Toney as he goes back.
Both lines are banging away at each other, trying to...
Like Toney at 168.
Well, it's not for sure that I am going to have to.
As a past Olympic star, you feel the same way about him?
And he don't have any good... If he stands that close, Tony's unable to land any real power shots.
Toney to win.
Oh, yes, I definitely want Toney to win the fight because Toney wants to show down against...
The left eye of Prince Charles Williams is suddenly in trouble.
That's right. Toney has
chosen to back up and leave room on a few occasions.
That's right. When you keep hitting it with his power, he lands 2 good shots. He doesn't go for 4 or 5.
67-66, 4 rounds to 3. James Toney, he clearly...
Every time out, George, because he faces so many different kinds of challenges. The fighters have shown guts and grit and commitment.
That's out there. He's wrong territory now. His fight is staying there. Toney should manage to stay on the side of the rope and allow Williams.
And Joe Cortez elects to take a point away.
Like that, you've got to pay him back.
The gun a little bit.
Nevertheless, it caught.
Toney is doing something very interesting. He moves forward along the rope.
Them apart momentarily. James Toney tried to keep Prince Charles Williams away with a jab. But maybe he wouldn't see what he wants to see. Little breathing space for Toney. In this round and finished going in the 11th and 12th. You think so, George?
No doubt about it.
Punch after the bell.
Yeah, but you cannot wait and hold off because if he wins this
Fact that it's very difficult to sustain this pace under any event.
So aggressive.
It was so hot I went into the sauna to cool.
Toney far busier in this round and landing effectively.
and smart.
By that time, the damage may have been done, as James Toney suggested he would.
What's coming in with that elbow, right? What's coming in with that elbow? Let's go.
Prince William was trying to get a knockout in that fashion. That 10th round was a very important.
You were a basketball aficionado?
I just learned how to pump.
Even though Prince Charles Williams was trying to be active again, there was a good right hand.
You start something to add to your wasting of energy, which was very
Watching all those old...
And keep your other hand high, okay?
Bill Miller said about operating under the theory that you could out-hustle James Toney. Maybe you could.
The fight. James Toney has seized command.
I think that William was confused. He thought that
Okay, James Toney doesn't need the satisfaction of a knockout at this point. He's perfect for the fight. Oh, what a right hand!
Time came, he finished him. It's not a great crowd pleaser.
The fighters who can do it, guys. This guy sets you up over a long period of punching. It was a tremendous shot. Prince Charles, fighters who are hurt in the late rounds. Now let's go to Michael Buffer for the